Hill Heat.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for another edition of AEWramble episode 35, The Agony and the Ecstasy. I am back once again with the man of 43,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews, as well as your honest, to the point, and sometimes very profane driven critiques of Tony Khan. He is Jimmy Macram.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know you all enjoyed half that show. I did too.
One of the best first halves of the show, and we will get into the second half of the show for sure. We want to thank everyone who's joining us live. Remember, as always, help out the channel, help out AEWramble, myself and Jimmy, by dropping a thumbs up on this video. You could share it with all your wrestling fans on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. A complete week of WrestleMania content is coming up next week. So we are here to talk though about AEW, and we want to hear from all of you guys in the live chat. Give us your thoughts on the show. If you want to make sure your comment is highlighted on screen, if you have a hot take, a question, or statement on the show that you want to be highlighted, your super chat donations are very important. We are a self-funded YouTube channel, so your super chat donations are the best way to help us out and continue the True Hill Heat movement. We got a couple of our favorites already in the live chat with us. Ninja Mortis saying coming in hot, hashtag Hood Nation, let go. Let's go, y'all. We also got CMCC here with us in the live chat, one of my favorites here, saying Eddie Kingston is right. Is Vicky not Mexican? Please get Tay and Sammy off all of my screens.
So true.
Is he also saying that CH Con is a CH2, and we've confirmed with CM that CH Con is her affectionately acronym for Tony Khan, who she refers to as Cokehead Con.
Jesus. Not wrong though, clearly. Allegedly. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Allegedly.
Alleged, y'all. We also got Alan Weinstein who says SP3 and Big Jim, what's up, y'all? We got Frantic World in the live chat saying what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat. And we also got Negro Buck saying I love Sammy and Ty, but I hate seeing them on TV together.
That makes everybody except Tony Khan. Yes.
And we already got a request in the live chat. Annika saying, hey, can we get Jimmy on a watch along next week?
I watched AEW at fucking 3 a.m. I'm almost never watching it live. No, I've never watched it live, actually. Can't fast forward live, goddammit.
Literally, we had the conversation in the True Hill Heat chat, and Romeo brought up that no, Jimmy needs the fast forward button, so he could never be on a watch along. I was like, yep, we got to get through those Judas entrances.
Oh,
so you know how
the John Moxley fucking Justin Roberts horse shit. Oh,
yeah. Come on, I love that. I love it. I love it every single time. But yes, we are here to discuss AEW Dynamite. Like I said, super chat donations help out the channel so much. So we want to see a couple of those. Of course, if you're watching this on demand, let us know in the comments down below what you thought about AEW Dynamite. Of course, at the end of the review, we want your match of the night, your MVP, your LVPs of the show, and whether you gave it a thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down. We will see what me and Jimmy think about this show, as it was AEW Dynamite from March 23rd, 2022. But before we get into the review, as usual, Jimmy, one word to describe your feelings on AEW Dynamite from last night.
Exactly.
Seems pretty accurate there. Yes, we are talking about AEW Dynamite from March 23rd, 2022 from Austin, Texas. I gotta say, first off, right off the bat, Austin, Texas had one of the hottest crowds for AEW right from the start. I thought they were loud. What did you think about the crowd overall on the evening?
Overall, they were solid enough. Really good. I think I like last week's a little more. This was really good. They were good.
That is fair. And we started off hot with a banger of an opener with CM Punk going one-on-one with Jimmy's boy, Marcus Cash's boy, Dax Harwood. And of course, Punk had on, this time we got to keep the CM Punk gear alert. He had on the Long Boys this time around. We also had the Gun Club, Colton and Austin, in the front row, getting into a little bit of arguments and taunting to Dax. But this match was a clinic, in my opinion. Dax works over the back a lot during this match, and he just got a nice snap to all of his movements, especially on his like lay drop. It reminds me of like D. Malenko delivering the lay drop. He's got that snap and that technical ability to him. We got a nice strike exchange, which Punk won by with a leg lariat. Dax hits cuts a Punk off on the Macho Man elbow and hits a massive superplex. Harwood follows with a diving headbutt, which he previously missed for a 2 count. We get a suplex on the floor, to the floor, that had both men laid out. That's when Cash Wheeler came down to ringside. Then we got some nice submission exchanges, like you see here. Punk got on the Anaconda Vice, which Harwood attempted to go for the sharpshooter. They traded small packages for near falls. Dax then reversed the running knee into the corner into a slingshot powerbomb for a near fall. We get a "This is awesome" chant. Punk hits the rising knee strike in the corner and goes for the go to sleep, but Dax reverses it, as you see, into the sharpshooter with a nice spot there with two guys that just love Bret the Hitman Hart. But his sharpshooter is eventually reversed into the Anaconda Vice for the submission win. I thought that this was a brilliant opener to the show. We had nice counters. This was physically intense. A great finish at the end there. In the post-match, we get Punk, who not only does the signal that he's coming for a championship, he also does a hangman type of signal. Excalibur said it was for the dog collar match, but I took that as him calling a certain hangman out. And it seems like we are on the road to possibly Punk versus Page at Double or Nothing 2022. So, Jimmy, first, what was your thoughts on the opener here? And what do you think about the post match with Punk signaling for the championship?
First, when Punk came out and I heard he was having a match to open Dynamite, I went, "This is exactly the problem with this fucking company. It starts with dummy at the top and it trickles down. This is a waste of talent, and that's why we're doing under $1 million. When all you thought $1 million was going to be the new standard, I'll never forget it. I'll never let y'all forget it. Because you suck, sir. Put that coke down. But then once the match was done, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That works. I love that fucking match so much. I love Dax. I love Punk. His babyface character is grating on me, especially when he's taking the time to taunt and smile like an idiot before something awful happens. But it worked. I thought it made Dax look good. Maybe he gave him too much offense considering about the challenge. But that appears to be Punk's new thing now. I sell for everybody. I am no longer selfish, Punk. I am a benevolent king. You are welcome.
But benevolent Punk.
As for the hangman thing, I actually didn't get hangman. I'm such an idiot. I didn't get dog collar because that's dumb. This is not a dog collar. I'm not sure the fuck why you think that.
Yeah.
My God, he's hanging himself. I just didn't put two and two together. Hangman, I'm here for it. Turn heel and let's go. Please.
I don't think he's going to turn full heel because we'll get into what his greatest rival in AEW had to say later in the show. But I think that he's going to be more of the Punk that we saw short term in the Eddie Kingston feud, where he's cocky. He's still a babyface, but he's cocky and looking down on his opponent, and just the dynamics of that. Punk still being a babyface, but looking down on Hangman because Hangman used alcohol, the thing that Punk has sworn against to get to the top.
No, he's got to turn. We got to turn. No, we got to do it now. Oh, we got to do it.
I am just like, I've been very adamant that I believe Hangman Page versus MJF is the way to go at Double or Nothing. But now that they've got the wheels moving on MJF and Wardlow, I think that this is the best decision because already this Double or Nothing, the news came out over the weekend. Double or Nothing is the highest grossing live gate that they've ever had as a company. It's already exceeded $1 million, and they've sold over 13,000 tickets for the event, which they just have about maybe like 500 tickets left to sell. So it's going to be a sellout. You need a big time main event, and I think Punk and Page fits the bill to me.
Where is the event at?
It's in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah. You know what? You probably got to do Punk. I wouldn't be surprised if MJF costs him somehow. Or maybe a triple threat. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm here for it. Punk in the title picture is definitely what's needed. His run has been great, especially MJF stuff, but it has felt kind of, I don't want to say beneath him because that sounds rude, but I think you all get what I'm saying. Yeah.
After the match as well, we should mention, like I said, during this match, there was a lot of callbacks, and tributes to Bret the Hitman Hart, and Punk basically says at the end, "I love Bret more."
That's cute.
And Dax responded with, "No, you don't."
Absolutely.
But speaking of Dax, we should also mention, while we're talking about him, later on in the night, the top guys were interviewed. FTR, the AAA Tag Team Champions, were interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and they brought up the Gun Club, taunting them at ringside. They were in the front row during this matchup, taunting them after their loss, and we got a hell of a promo from Dax Harwood talking about them being the best tag team, not just one day a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and that these kids are selfish. And one of the better lines, that respect doesn't get grandfathered in. That the fact that you are the sons of Billy Gunn doesn't mean that you deserve our respect. And next week they're gonna whoop the Gun Club's ass, or should he says they're not even gonna call them the Ass Boys. They're gonna call them Billy's Sons, and they're gonna kick their ass next week. What did you think about this hell of a promo from Dax and Cash here?
Cash was great. Dax was better. That's how that works typically. Billy's Sons is such a great line. It's so, Ass Boys is too, I don't say corny, but it's too silly. It's just kind of what people do with Dax. Is not a silly man. He's a vicious so-and-so, and I'm here for it. Billy's Sons. God damn, that's gotta hit close to home, no? I'm sure they've heard it all before, I would imagine at this point. But that was great. And I like this. If you're going to slowly turn FTR babyface, I can't think of a better starting team than fucking Billy Gunn. You definitely get shit versus those cocksuckers. Dear God. Ugh, I hate them so much.
I like the starting off. This is like a slow burn to a FTR babyface turn, with what they've been teasing with Bret Hart, as well as this whole thing with the Gun Club. What do you think? Do you think there's potential in FTR going babyface here?
Yes, definitely. They're a great tag team, best tag team in AEW. And if they're gonna face the Young Bucks, that could be fun. And they definitely should be baby faces if they're facing the Young Bucks, because Nick Jackson has to remain a heel.
This is true. He's just better at it. You said hi to everybody, Harlem? She said, "I don't do it on cue." Oh, okay. Got you. As usual, the Harlem run-ins are some of y'all favorites, so we had to have that on this edition. We got to get a couple of the comments here in the live chat. A couple of people. Yes, you're hungry? Go get something to eat. There you go. Oh, okay. Cool. We got in the live chat here with us. We got Andrew Ferguson saying SP3 twice a week now. What a prize for the Mocha. Yes. Always on True Hill Heat on Thursdays, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time. AEWramble with myself and Jimmy. Be here. Hit the bell to stay notified. We always have a good time. I told Jimmy the show is not AEWramble without either one of us. Without him, without me, this has become a mainstay of the channel. So we hope you enjoy the most honest AEW Dynamite review that you will possibly
see. Certainly. We're not on the payroll at all.
No, trust that's me. That's for damn sure. If I was gonna be on the payroll, Jimmy ruined that about 34 episodes ago. EM says Nyla needs another gimmick because it's not working. We will get to that for sure.
It's not working.
Nick Jackson says Dax the Axe Harwood. I mean, I said this on Believe, and I'll say it here. Dax has had some of my favorite singles matches, or probably the most underrated Dynamite singles matches. His match with Jungle Boy was the first time Jungle Boy really felt like a star on his own in singles competition. You had him versus Pac, which was a hell of a banger.
Goddamn right.
And then this one right here, this was just brilliant, just great technical wrestling. He just works on his own and as a tag team. I just love him.
He's so good. No, we can't touch that tag team. Leave that tag team alone. Best tag team in the world.
Second best
in AEW. I apologize.
It's very close. No, it's very close. It's very close. But I mean, the Young Bucks have had the 3 greatest tag team matches in AEW history. So you will not besmirch the name of Nick Jackson just for your hatred of Matthew.
The 3 greatest tornado tag matches in history. That's all they do. They don't tag.
God. Frantic World says Dax versus Punk was really good. I totally agree there. We also got Nick Jackson who says, yeah, Excalibur said it was a reference to the dog collar match. I was like, nah, man, that means he's coming for Hangman.
Let's go. What?
We got a different opinion here from Annika says, I don't want Punk to be the heel in this feud with Hangman.
Well, you happy to see this fucking smiling old man just walk around doing goofy shit? Enough of this. Stop being mean and call people alcoholics and call him a bum and he'll never be a guy and I'm the guy and I've always been the guy and I'm the best. I'm so here for that. Let's go.
I'm with it. I'm so with it. We also got Annika says drop Adam Cole in the feud for a little HBK. Yes, gotta get some HBK in there. And yes, of course, yes, our new co-host, Princess Harlem. She only comes sporadically, but she always baby cameo. Yes, gotta get the pop, the cheap pop for the baby cameo. Hey, Princess Harlem. We also got Annika who says true heat, bringing that Harlem heat. Yes, indeed. Harlem gets a pop, almost as big as Jimmy. I'm the only one here who's lacking in pops here. We also got CM and says bet Harlem stays awake longer than Ness during Mania.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Might be true based on Ness's track record here. But next we went backstage for an interview. Before we did that, we saw a photo previewing the tonight's main event, which was Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Dark Order, with the photo of young John Silver meeting Chris Jericho. And then we went to the backstage area for the Jericho Appreciation Society are here. Jericho talks shit about Silver, saying he's not on his level and he's going to take him to school. Daniel Garcia says a pro wrestler can never hang with a sports entertainer like him. They also talk some trash about Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, saying that they are never coming back. And the Jericho Appreciation Society says they will feature Endeavor, Silver, and Reynolds like they did Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston. What did you think, Jimmy? Because you got your request. I don't know if it was the right people that you usually get you wanted your request for, but you got a promo to preview the main event here. What did you think?
That was actually my first thought. I've said this match has already got more build than Thunder Rosa and Go Bigger in the steel cage how many years in the fucking making. What the fuck? Neither here nor there. That was last week. We're in the present now. This is fun. Jericho's good. Garcia's good, feels like a stretch, but he's fine for the moment. I'm kind of over pictures. I don't know if Punk and MJF wore me out, or if I just don't give a fuck about John Silver. I'm over the whole picture thing. Did they do it with somebody else?
They seem to do this with a lot of like the older wrestlers, and when they versus one of the younger wrestlers. I think this felt kind of out of place, though. I will say.
Yeah. Especially considering none of us bought that the Dark Order was going to win this fucking match.
Also true. Also true, sadly. Sad, but true. Next we had, just if you thought, the opener was excellent, it was excellent technical wrestling. AEW is like the king of variety. I know Jimmy doesn't watch any other promotion, but this is just like, they are the king of variety when it comes to professional wrestling today, because next we had Sting, Darby Allin, and the Hardys versus Private Party, The Butcher, and The Blade in an 8-man tornado tag. And when I say this one took what they did at Revolution to the next level, like I mean it immediately. We get Darby Allin like a shot out of a cannon, doing his tope suicida, the best tope suicida in the game. You can debate your mama, but on Butcher, and then we get Sting, who is like a goddamn bat. All he does is go from high places and drop. That's all he does. He's like the Batman movie. I just saw that this week. He is literally.
I'd like it.
I really liked it.
Goddamn right.
Top. I won't put it at the top of my Batman movie list, but it's definitely top 3. I may see it a second time and put it up there in the top 2, but it's top 3. But Sting is like the old Bruce Wayne, just dropping from high levels, and he doesn't have that little suit to fly around the city. He just drops. We had Jeff Hardy doing a diving clothesline, sending Blade over the guardrail, while Butcher and Darby are also fighting through the crowd. Andrade comes and he whips Darby with a belt, leading to the Butcher bringing out Darby's kryptonite, stairs, and tossing his ass down a flight of stairs. I thought that was just crazy. And why do they always do this to Darby with the goddamn stairs? I was like, holy shit. During the break, we see Jeff Hardy and Sting are fighting with the Butcher and Blade at the concession stand. We see the Butcher drag Darby over to the concession stand. We also see Private Party doing a double suplex on Matt Hardy on the entrance ramp. Now we're back from commercial, and we're seeing Butcher and Blade beating on Sting and Darby at the concourse. But then we get the spot of the night. Fucking Jeff Hardy. He gets a goddamn ladder. He climbs up the ladder, but he doesn't say, okay, I'm just going to jump off this ladder. No, this man goes to a ceiling ledge in the building and does an insane swanton bomb off the ceiling ledge onto Butcher and the Blade through 2 tables. This is just insanity at this point, because back at ringside on the stage, we get Private Party with a double side effect on Matt Hardy through 2 tables. We get back to the ring. It's just complete chaos going on. I don't know how Sting at 62 years old was the first person to make it down from the concourse to the ring. He comes in, he no-sells a chair shot, runs wild on Private Party. Private Party eventually get the advantage and go for gin and juice, but Sting catches Cassidy into basically like a dragon sleeper, because he like trips and falls and won't let go. He's like, I'm gonna get this shit done. He's like, I'm not gonna drop you and then go for my finish. I'm gonna hold on to you for dear life, as Matt Hardy sets up for the Twist of Fate. So we get Stereo, Scorpion Death Drop, and Twist of Fate for a double pin.
Stereo, if you say so.
My God, Jimmy, what did you think of this?
I had so many thoughts. First of all, if you know me, you know I don't give a fuck about anybody in this match except for the Butcher. That's it. Full stop. I only like the Butcher in this match.
You don't like Jeff? Come on.
No, especially after that interview he gave. No. Well, I walked out and, this, that, the third, and they thought I was on drugs. Well, you're just a cunt, apparently. Why the fuck would you finish the match, you ass? And no, not to defend WWE. This is to defend the other 3 guys he's in the fucking match with, you asshole.
Also true. You do have a point.
But I love this. I can't explain to you how much I love this match. First of all, Darby's fantastic and out of his fucking mind. My favorite spot was fucking Butcher throwing around Darby like a fucking sack of potatoes and then tossing him down the stairs, which I was totally here for. The Butcher needs more TV time. I get it. You're behind Hobbs and Wardlow and Keith Lee. But after that, he should be the next monster up. I love the Butcher. You remember Paul Heyman saying he wanted ECW to like evolve out of the hardcore stuff and they would slowly get into like MMA-esque, Benoit Malenko-esque stuff? This is what this reminded me of. Like, this is what ECW would have felt like if it could have developed over 15 years. You got that match you first had up with Dax and Punk, and then you got this preposterous fucking match here. And then I was so excited, and I should have known because as soon as I had that thought, I won't tell you what happened afterwards. We'll get to it. I went, oh, right. But Paul Heyman's not booking this show. Right. This was fun. I would say I don't watch Rampage. So 2 for 2. We've done good with Jeff Hardy. We've done really good with Jeff Hardy. 2 for 2. His debut was ridiculous. Poorly done. But after that, 2 for 2 with Jeff Hardy matches. I'm here for it.
I was just gonna say, this man, all it took was 2 weeks, and he's jumping off of ceiling ledges in his second week of matches. Like, how does he do it? He's in his 40s. What is he thinking? I just feel bad for where he's gonna be by the time he Sting's age. Like,
he will not be jumping off shit by the time he Sting's age. That is not happening.
Just I appreciate it, Jeff. You do it for our entertainment, so I appreciate you, Jeff. We got CM with a question here saying if you want to get in on the bet, they're doing a bet poll in the live chat on how long Ness will stay awake during WrestleMania weekend.
This is night 1?
Yes.
And it's 4 hours?
Pretty much.
2. I'm going with 2 hours.
He's going with 2 hours. So his bet is in, CM. So put it on. I think CM's going to probably have to make like one of those like pregnancy pool things, like like hour 2, 30 minutes in. Like you're gonna have to start doing one of those there. We got Nick Jackson saying the Batman was incredible.
Oh, I loved it. Oh, okay.
Totally agree there. Oh my God, it was awesome, Jimmy. When I told my girl, me and my girl went and saw it this week, and I told her before, I was like, Colin Farrell is the Penguin, and I don't think it registered to her because she like when the Riddler is finally revealed, she whispers to me, she was like, "That's not Colin Farrell." I was like, "No, I said the Penguin is Colin." She's like, "Get the fuck out of there!"
That man was fantastic. Jesus fucking Christ, he looks unrecognizable.
Unrecognized. He looks like Paul Heyman. It was crazy. It was insane. I literally saw her mind blown when I said that's Colin Farrell. It's like, what? Slam and Sammy Joe says, I think FTR has the best tag matches on TNT, and Young Bucks have the best pay-per-view tag team matches. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Kind of situating it where me and Jimmy are both right.
I would say FTR has the best tag matches. Young Bucks have the best team matches because there's no tagging involved.
I see tags. You can't tell me what I see.
Tag once, yes.
I know what I see. I see tags a lot. We got Frantic Rose that says that 8-man tag match was crazy and fun to watch. Indeed, I loved it. This is probably my favorite 2 matches to start a Dynamite in some time. Just how great both of them were and different. Like
Yes. And we have Punk, the Hardys, Sting. That's insane.
It's like, yo, what year are we in?
Right?
What year are we in?
It just worked. Oh my God.
Vicentia Guerrero saying the Swanton Jeff did was his usual insane. Felt bad for Darby getting thrown down the stairs by Butcher. What?
That's what I'm gonna feel bad for Darby later on in his career. Because Jeff does a lot of spots that look like they hurt, but they look like they hurt. It's like it's a big deal what he does. Everything Darby does will be forgotten, but it might hurt just as bad. Like getting thrown down steps, it's not gonna be on the highlight package. But god damn it, that hurts.
It does.
It hurts.
For sure. Nigo Buck saying, man, I love Jeff Hardy. He's been here in like 3 weeks. He's already jumping off buildings.
You gotta go for it.
And also Negro like saying Butcher looks shredded. Yeah, he's gotten into great shape.
I'm a little concerned. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was very happy a few months ago, but like, there's a lot of weight to lose really fast. He looks skinny than last week.
Did you see the Butcher versus Darby from Rampage?
Was that on Friday?
Yeah. Okay, that's the only thing from that show you should probably go out of your way to watch because it was very well done because they played off of their last match where Darby actually broke Butcher's hand, if you remember. That's why he couldn't do the guitaring, and that was like Darby's all of his offense. At one point, Butcher puts him into like a Texas cloverleaf, which Darby kind of shimmies out, and he does a power bombs him from the Texas cloverleaf position, and then puts him back in it. It was great. Great stuff.
God. Push the Butcher.
And there it is. You, my boy Blue. Start the hashtag. Get it trending. Push the Butcher. You can tag me and Jimmy. We will retweet it. Yes. For sure.
Please. I don't ask too much. He's got a great look. He hasn't pushed to the moon like fucking Lance Archer.
Also true. Frantic Rail saying Butcher is a big star in the future. I agree with that. CM says
he's 73 years old. Push the Butcher now.
CM says Jeff said he's gonna prove to Sting that he deserves his forgiveness. Yeah. He's working his ass off.
That is my favorite thing. That disappointment face Sting has when fucking he looks at Jeff a mess. It is my favorite face ever. Like, are you fucking serious?
No, my favorite part is when the fan be like, "Oh, that sucked," and Sting just responds, "I know." Sting just turned 63 on Sunday.
Jesus. I don't feel like getting up at fucking 33. This motherfuckers are jumping up shit at 63.
Oh my god. You, my boy Blue saying Keith Lee needs to start working out with the Butcher.
Yes, he does. God damn. Sorry. Do whatever the Butcher's doing.
Yeah, do whatever the Butcher's doing. He's the guy to follow here. Next up, we had some more just tag team action 2-on-2 with one of our favorite tag teams, Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson, with William Regal in their corner versus the Varsity Blonds with Julia Hart kinda in their corner because it was like Tony Khan was like, you know what, Jimmy, SP3. Remember that Julia Hart is a part of this House of Black story, and we're going to show it here. She was just distraught in the corner. This was great. Great acting on her part. I was like, yo, she just seems gone. Like, gone.
Yeah, somebody stole her puppy.
We had Regal on commentary, who refers to Excalibur as the man in the mask. I love that. He also referred to Danielson and Moxley as a grappling cooperative. Moxley and Danielson are on the attack immediately. They dominate most of this match. During the break, Pillman Jr. gets a burst of offense. He hits a jackhammer on Bryan for 2. Pillman gets caught with a kick off the air Pillman. Moxley and Danielson hit a King Kong Lariat German suplex combo, which was very nice. We also get Moxley with a stalling power driver for 2. Varsity Blonds got a bit of a double team offense, but it was Bryan who comes in with the psycho knee. Then Moxley hits some anvil elbows on Garrison. He locks on a rear naked choke while Bryan is getting the kicks to the head on Pillman and locks on the label lock for a double submission win. Great stuff by these two, man. They just work so well together, and that finish there was just a personification of how dominant they've been in their first 3 weeks together. And then post-match, they just took it to a next level, made it even better. As Moxley is finally on the mic since this whole partnership has started, he says that he earned Wrinkle's seal of approval, calling it the Blackpool badge of honor. And he gives the message to anyone who wants to, to anyone who wants to face them. He's like, you better step up or get stepped on, with Regal stepping down on the mat. And then he says to anyone who wants to stand side by side with them, they are not giving out free passes. They must reach deep down inside and find a place where they enjoy pain to join the Blackpool Combat Club. So this team finally has a name. What did you think about the match, the post-match promo, and the new name, the Blackpool Combat Club?
All right. Match was what it should have been. I gotta be honest. I love Moxley. I love Dragon, even though he's apparently not as good as AJ Styles.
What is Rick? Rick needs
Hey,
a hug.
listen.
I'm telling you, Rick and Mark Calloway need some hugs because their whole aggression, their microaggression against this current generation is quite disturbing.
Styles is the same generation.
Yes. But it felt like he was only complimenting Styles to shit on Danielson.
Yes. And to be fair, I don't think it's outrageous to think Styles is better than Dragon. I think it's wrong.
I think it's outrageous when you just look at the last 4 years. AJ Styles' best matches were with Bryan Danielson in WWE.
AJ Styles is fantastic.
He is.
I think the problem comes when you say he's way better, which is preposterous. And I think saying he's a little better is just wrong. Dragon is the best ever. It is what it is. At wrestling, Ric Flair is still the GOAT. I don't care what crazy shit comes out of your mouth. I love the Julia Hart stuff. I think it's the way it's shot. And you're right. Her acting is really good on it. It's not over the top. It's perfect. She just seems beaten. Like she's been defeated. Like her career is over. Even though she's 12 years old. Whatever. Match was fine. Promo. Finally got Moxley back on the mic. And it was great. Blackpool Combat Club. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it. Maybe it'll grow on me. I think it's the club part. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. I don't know what I don't like about it.
I like it. I like it. Blackpool Fight Club, Blackpool Combat Club.
I would like, but you know what? It's combat's a little too on the nose for me. I think I would like Fight a little better.
There you go. Maybe it's that. I agree. Maybe that the Fight Club kind of would have drawn the point over with what they're trying to get across. But I enjoyed the promo. Moxley is always great on the mic, and I'm glad they are letting these two men also talk. And I love him calling Bryan Danielson the perfect wrestler. That's like the ultimate nickname. Like that's the juxtaposition to the premier athlete.
Yes. It's yes. Yes.
Oh, we got Nick Jackson saying Butcher greater than Butch. Yeah, that's not even close. Yeah, I agree. Oh, we got Annika saying get his chick some therapy already. Talking about I guess talking about Julia Hart. Yes.
Yes, poor Julia.
Poor Julia. And Sammy Joe saying, I can't complain about long-term storytelling.
Oh, wait a minute.
The phrase that Jimmy hates.
Time out. We're not gonna do this. We're not going to do this. We're not going to have her get hit in the face and then sit still for fucking 6 months and call that long-term storytelling. That's not a long-term story. It's just a long one. That's not how that... Yes. So we're not doing things like that. Goldberg's streak is not long-term storytelling. You did the same thing over and over for months. That's not how it works. A story goes this... A, then B, then C, then D. Not A. Oh, beautiful long-term storytelling. Look how she sat on the steps for 6 months. That's not a long-term story.
Ninja Board is saying, I guess get rid of the dead weight. Push Griff. Get Julia to House of Black now already, and let Pillman stay on Dark.
Yes to all of that. Perfect.
I like Pillman. It's not just because I've interviewed him. I like Pillman.
Oh, right. Me too. I also like Pillman. Yes.
I'm slamming Sammy Joe says the Varsity Blonds got some good offense in, but that will only get you so far against these two men. I would say this is probably the best they've looked since their tag title match against the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I was just waiting for Dummy to fall off the ropes. I mean, already.
You can kind of tell though, because I think Meltzer mentioned this on Wrestling Observer Radio too, that you can kind of tell that his confidence was hurt after he did that slip, right?
Yes. It looks distinctly like he is significantly slower. He's like trying. All right, here we go. Fuck this up.
Like I can't mess this up. I only got one shot. We got Nick Jackson saying I like Regal putting over the Blondes on commentary, saying he liked their fire. Yeah, I like just him saying that little line put them over more than they've been in the last couple of months. So
Regal being on commentary forces JR and company to fucking kind of stay on their toes because they can get a little silly at times.
True. True, especially JR just talking about random shit or getting mad because he doesn't understand Excalibur. I get annoyed with that. I get annoyed. That shit is mad annoying because everyone understands Excalibur except for JR, and he like is very adamant about what I don't understand this. What are we talking about here? We then got Savit who says that promo was fire. Definitely agree. We got Nick Jackson says, yo man, AJ Styles is one of my all-time favorites, but Bryan is way above AJ. I wouldn't say way above, but I would put him above AJ Styles.
No, right now we're talking all time. What are we talking about here?
I'm talking about all time. I would put Danielson above AJ.
Yes. I don't think yes. I'm not sure how many people feel that way though. I feel like Styles being in WWE so long might have changed some opinions there. Styles is great though.
Yeah, Styles is awesome. Styles is he's right up there. He's like in the top 3 to 4 in WWE, and he has been a top guy for WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Impact Wrestling. And there's no one else who could say that. So,
True.
Frantic World saying Blackpool Combat Club is a dope name, so he likes it. He likes the Combat Club.
I don't hate it. And BCC, which BCC, English, yeah. That works.
That work. Slammer Sammy Joe says, I got the reaction I wanted. He said, not me. We also got
dummy. Yes.
We got Kid Get Money saying, I usually don't like people with mullets. I have the same views with my wrestlers.
Like, seriously, shave your fucking head. You look ridiculous.
Indeed. So next we went back to the ring for in-ring promo, and we had one of the best of his generation once again speaking on the mic on an episode of Dynamite. It's MJF with Shawn Spears. He's got security at ringside. I loved Shawn Spears sitting down in his chair cross-legged behind MJF during this promo. MJF says it's a shame that Wardlow couldn't get the job done last week. He says, unlike Wardlow, he's a man of his word and honors his business agreements. MJF says he meant what he said, and when he told Wardlow he could keep the TNT title if he won, but he just wasn't good enough. MJF then moves on to CM Punk and says that he had him beaten at Revolution, but he cheated. Just like he had him beat twice in Chicago, he promises to give Punk the most embarrassing loss of his career. But he won't stop there. He will keep beating Punk until he attends his funeral and pisses on his grave. Damn! Just when you thought that was the harshest line he had to say. Back to Wardlow, MJF keeps calling him a greedy little pig. MJF says if it wasn't for the contract that he signed, no one would know Wardlow. He says that Wardlow has a roof over his and his mom's head because of MJF. Wardlow cost MJF the biggest match of his career and then asks for MJF to release him. MJF says Wardlow signed a deal with the devil and all the devil's deals are ironclad. Great line there. He tells Wardlow that he's going to have it worse now than he did before. The Austin crowd chants Jesus, which MJF responds by saying that he will strap Wardlow to a cross just like Jesus and crucify him.
Go.
He then talks trash about Wardlow's mother, calling her a skank, which brings out Wardlow. Even more security comes down to stop Wardlow, holding him as MJF tells him that he doesn't want Wardlow around anymore. He says he's gonna pay Wardlow to stay at home for months until the fans forget him. MJF gets security to take Wardlow away, and then he continues to say that the Pinnacle isn't over and says that the Pinnacle is better than ever. He confirms that FTR is still with the Pinnacle and they're in action next week. So he then says to Spears, the Pinnacle is what? The Pinnacle always is on top. So man, oh man, MJF. I feel like we're a broken record. Anytime MJF has a promo, we are saying it's one of the best on the night. But this was great in getting Wardlow over, getting MJF all his heat back that he might have lost just a nitpick at losing the dog collar match. He got it back all in this promo. What did you think, Jimmy?
It was fucking everything it needed to be. Even these awful, goofy, I've been telling you for 20 years now, fans who don't give a fuck about anything except themselves, trying to start a stupid Jesus chant. MJF listened, he couldn't quite understand what the fuck they were saying. He caught it and then went right to it. Let's fucking go. MJF is fucking fantastic. I love him so much. The Wardlow stuff I thought was good. Sitting at home was good. I don't hate that angle. It's much better than a feud between the two of them right now. I'm a little concerned. I saw twice people saying maybe Wardlow wear a mask and wrestle. That would be horrific. Don't do that.
Please don't. Please don't. We don't need a Mr. America type of angle. No.
There was a dude dressed like Jesus in the crowd. Oh my God. You see? What do I be saying? Why would you? Oh, they make me sick. They make me sick. I've told you they're awful people for 20 years. No offense to all you watching, and I appreciate you here. It's fucking gross people.
Oh man, yes, he said. H. Hall says, "Gross to see a stadium full of Christians chant Jesus at a Jewish wrestler." Great line. That was great. Thank you, H. Halls. That was great. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, it was Annika who says there was a dude dressed like Jesus in the crowd.
These not y'all. Them. These people. It's about them. It's always wait. I'm trying to get distracted. MJF was great. Wardlow was great. I like where the angle is going. I most importantly like the fucking Pinnacle thing because them ending kind of crumbling would be awful. So we have some plan for that. That would be great. Please.
Oh man, I absolutely love this promo, and it led me to believe that yes, it feels like we are gonna get MJF versus Wardlow at Double or Nothing, and Punk versus Page. Do you think that's the right decision?
Punk versus Page is when is this? May?
Yes, the end of May.
I'm gonna give MJF versus Wardlow a shot. Maybe they can heat it up in time. I mean, it's hot, but you know what I mean. We have a ways to go. Right now, we've had to go A through Z. We're like an M, and there's a lot of shit you can fuck up between M and Z. So,
true.
We'll see how it goes.
Also, we should know is the part about CM Punk that MJF says. I'm gonna put it out there. I think the embarrassing loss for CM Punk is back in Chicago in the main event of All Out 2022. Jesus. CM Punk defending the AEW World Championship against MJF, and MJF beating him in his hometown of Chicago to not only beat him for the AEW World Championship, but to beat him and make him the shortest reigning AEW World Champion in history.
No. You got fucking MJF beat CM Punk in Chicago. I was gonna say twice. Three times. I think Punk is generous. I don't know if he's that fucking generous. He lost his fucking mind.
3-0 in Chicago against CM Punk. Oh my God, that is just beautiful. It writes itself. Give it to me. Give it to me immediately. Give it to me, please. And also, what do you think about the posse? We talked about the FTR babyface turn. What do you think about that part of his promo? Talking about the FTR is still with the Pinnacle when they seem like they're on the direction to becoming babyfaces. What do you think about all that?
I think Dummy realized he made a mistake, and he's cleaning it up now. And I'm not mad at it because there was no official thing. So I think to solidify the FTR turn, all you have to do is say we don't like the way you fucking treated Wardlow. We're out. Boom. Simple. Effective. You can do a tag match if you want. I'd rather not. I'd rather they just leave. We're done with these bumps. Enough of you. I thought we're family. I'd just kick Wardlow out. We're out. Fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much. There it goes. I like all that. We got Chair Relaxing and Butcher as MJF's new enforcer.
Yes. Number one. Yes. Good job, sir. Number two, I've been thinking about this for weeks, for months since Wardlow started the turn. How do you not have, once we're done with this Wardlow thing, MJF needs a search. It should be a weekly thing. He's searching for a new enforcer. It gives Wardlow people to fuck up. And it could be a big debut a big repackaging for the Butcher or Brian Cage, who apparently hasn't left yet. It all works.
Yes, he got renewed. He got his 1 year renewed by Kenny Omega. So we got Nick Jackson saying, man, what a promo. Kid Get Money saying MJF always delivers as always. We also got Adam Pearson here with us after his line of the show last week, his comment of the show. Thank you for joining us again, sir. Saying MJF is like FedEx. He always delivers. Also got Annika telling us Jesus was Jewish.
Yes, he was.
Seems right. Seems right. You are right. You are right.
Yes.
ZM saying Jesus comes to all the shows. To be honest, he was here for the first Dynamite. I was tripping because y'all know.
Again, yes, that's even worse. Why? Why are you dressed like Jesus coming to a wrestling event? Because you want people to slurp you. Enough of this fucking nonsense. I hate these people.
I guess you're talking about the wine, right? His blood. His blood.
I mean,
Okay.
figurative slurp.
Cool. EBB said, clicked on the video. First words I hear is fucking gross people.
I keep saying I'm going to clean it up, and I always fail.
You do. You do. Adam Pearson also adding, throwing this out there. What if it was actually Jesus at the show?
Then he should have kept his fucking presence incognito and waited for MJF to finish before he decided to fucking make a big statement. You cunt.
There we go. We also got Ninja Mortis saying SP3 is 100% right. I think he's talking about my all out suggestion. EBB also adding, not only in Chicago, but at the United Center, the same building he made his return. Yes. Yeah, that's I 100% agree with this. They can't do Now Arena again. Like, great. I know you have that tradition. That's where All In was at, but you need to do the United Center. All Out is your big event. It needs to be in front of the most people possible. If you're going to do it in Chicago, it needs to be at the United Center. What do you think?
I'm not mad at it. I don't know if MJF take the belt there, but I'd be here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. Frantic World saying, I think it's Brian Cage, who is going to work with MJF. I can see that. Frantic World saying, wow, Jimmy. We also got Annika saying, Jimmy, no.
Oh, Jesus stuff. Figurative Jesus. It's not actually Jesus. I mean, we don't know if Jesus was even actually. I'm not even getting started on religious stuff. I'm not getting started. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Man, Jesus that hangs up in every black family's house.
Hey, we try to highlight as many of your comments as possible, but remember, your super chat donations are the best way to do it, to get Jimmy's attention and have him call you fucking gross people. We went next to backstage where they were interviewing the best friend. Oh, we should also note we had a tweet that we had to highlight here with MJF saying, "Where's Wardlow?" sharing the all Elite Wrestling roster page, which apparently they took it a step further and removed Wardlow from the roster page, which I love.
Yes, that's fucking perfect. Go for it.
Great stuff. Like I said, they went backstage next for the best friends are interviewed with Trent getting in Wheeler Yuta's face about what happened last week, saying he never liked him, which they have kept that consistent. That's been a consistent thread through this best friend story. That ever since Trent has returned, he doesn't like Wheeler Yuta. Yuta says that he never liked Trent either, and he's not trying to be the best friend he can be. He's trying to be the best wrestler he can be. And you either understand that or you don't. And then he leaves. What did you think about this quick little segment here?
Simple, awesome, effective, the best writing dummy had all night, quite frankly. I'm not getting any credit for anything else.
So are we saying that Wheeler Yuta is going to join the Blackpool Combat Club?
I hope so. I think the simplest way to do it is to have it lead to a match between him and Trent. And then he shows more guts. And then, I don't know, Rio comes out and fucking shakes his hand or whatever the fuck. This way. This way, dear boy.
That away, dear boy. Next up, we had a rankings match of two top contenders in the top 5, as it was Adam Cole going.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What'd you just say?
Yes, Jay Lethal is number 3 in the rankings, 7-1 going into Dynamite last night. Adam Cole going one-on-one with Jay Lethal, a battle of two former ROH world champions. Excalibur did a pretty good job given the history and the background between these two men from their ROH feud. Although he missed the biggest fact of them all, it was that Cole shaved Lethal's signature braids. He was the one that shaved Lethal's head back in Ring of Honor and gave him his baldy that he's known by now. So
signature braids. You mean that fucking mess that was on top of his head?
yes, the doo-doo braids. You know the doo-doo braids that every kid that looked like Little Bow Wow had. That's what Jay Lethal.
That's what and they were always look like they were fucking 3 weeks old. Like, sir, what the fuck? Get your braids done.
I thought that this was a very good matchup. The Austin crowd was with loud chants for both men. Lethal early on hits his 3 consecutive tope suicidas. At that point, Red Dragon come out to the top of the stage to distract Lethal, which gives Cole the advantage. Back from commercial break, Cole reverses 2 figure 4 attempts by Lethal and then rolls him up for a 2 count. However, Lethal finally gets the figure 4 in the center of the ring, which brings Red Dragon down the ringside. Cole makes the ropes for a break. He then hits a super kick, but Lethal reverses the boom into a cutter. Cole then reverses the lethal injection into a super kick in midair. Great timing on that one. Gets a great near fall with the Panama Sunrise. Great facial expressions. The Shawn Michaels drama class is still in effect for Cole. Lethal then ducks the boom, rolls up Cole, but Red Dragon distracts the referee. He then goes for a lethal ejection again, and as you see, Cole hits a low blow to block and then lowers the boom for the win. I thought this match could have went even longer and been even better, but it was a very good matchup. After the match, Cole says that Hangman stole his win at Revolution, and he brings up winning the trios match last week and says he saw fear in Hangman's eyes because he knows that he is going to take his title. Cole says that Paige is a coward and doesn't have the guts to come down to the ring and face all 3 of us. That was just great, just how subtle he said it. But Hangman comes down anyway. Paige takes off his belt on him, man, and starts whooping all 3 men. While Cole comes from behind and hits a low blow on him. We get a 3-on-1 beatdown until Jurassic Express and Christian Cage, not the Dark Order, come down to make the save, while Adam Cole steals the AEW World Championship. What did you think about the match, and what did you think about the post-match here?
I thought the match was really good. I don't know what Jay Lethal did to get out
of the nigger hole.
Yes, I was gonna not say it, but yes, I don't know how he got out, but I'm glad he's out. I hate to think about who's replacing him. Probably Dante Martin in them.
Oh no, don't say that.
I'm sorry. Hey, now you're back with your brother. Shit's going sideways. Brother's too dark to be on TV consistently. The match really good. Seeing Jay Lethal here made me very happy. I enjoyed the match. It made me realize just how fucking loaded that roster is. Preposterously so. Even still, Jay Lethal should be on fucking TV more than once every 2 months, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I'm hopeful with the whole partnership with ROH. He has a match at ROH Supercard of Honor. He's going to be versing Lee Moriarty at that event. Hopefully, we can see him there, and him being successful there leads to some more appearances on Dynamite, because he showed here he can show out and keep up with one of the best wrestlers on this roster.
He's so good.
He is.
I like the finish. I like the promo. I like Hangman coming out and being an idiot because it works. I like the belt. I didn't really like him getting his ass whipped, but whatever. We got to reestablish Adam Cole some kind of a threat at this point. And at this point in the show, I have to admit, I am as happy as I can be. I'm never really happy watching Dynamite. I'm usually just tolerating it, but I'm as happy as I can be. I'm in love.
Will you stop? You usually give this show like 7s or 8s. How do you not enjoy watching
the show, but I'm not enjoying it. Like I go, like, you hear a joke and you go, oh, that was funny. But you don't laugh. I was actually happy watching the show. I didn't go, oh, that was good. I was just enjoying the show. I was so happy. I was like Tony Khan at a black abortion clinic. I was just like, yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get right ass. Let's go. Where's everybody? Yes. And then it just went sideways.
Did he really just say that, ladies and gentlemen? Am I bugging, or did he really just say that?
My thoughts are my own. They belong to me and me alone. Not True Hill Heat, not SP3, nobody.
I'm never gonna get on another AEW media scrum, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a super chat donation here from Chair Relax. Says, thanks, Jimmy, for keeping us honest.
I like the timing. You're welcome.
It's like perfect timing. It's like perfect timing after that line. Oh my God. That might be up there with the most outrageous thing you've said on the show, which is a lot. It says a lot.
You have fucking sunset beers. I apologize. Don't blame me.
I did get this feeling as well, EBB, when Hangman pulled off the belt, is that a strap match. It's time for the monthly Hangman Bloody Prick match, because Hangman always bleeds in all his championship matches. So do we think you're gonna get a strap match maybe at Battle of the Belts between?
I would not be mad at that. First of all, that match should take place then, because the last Battle of the Belts, and I don't think this match is big enough. I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was big enough to headline the pay-per-view they just had, let alone another one. So yeah, I'd be here for it.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that this is gonna take place early. It's gonna either be on TV or Battle of the Belts. I would prefer Battle of the Belts because at least we know we're gonna get one great match at the Battle of the Belts this time, and that would be an immediate improvement from the good matches that we got on the first Battle of the Belts.
That's the fine matches.
Fine, just fine. We also got EBB. He says, well, now it's time. All 15 minutes of women's segments are all scrammed to get into one. Yes, indeed. Let's get to it. Before we get into it, we had Annika, Jimmy. We also had Nick Jackson saying, what the fuck, Jimmy? And Savit says, tell me he didn't just say that.
These things come to me. I apologize. They just come to me. I'm sure he's not actually a racist. He just
we're really gonna have to hire Negro Bug because he always seems to be the one who puts this in the live chat. The views and thoughts of Jimmy Macram do not reflect those of True Hill Heat, its affiliates, or subscribers.
At all. Just me and my fucked up brain. That's it.
Indeed. God, I can't believe he said that. Next, we had a little quick vignette back and forth promos from Lance Archer as well as Dustin Rhodes. They'll be versing in Dustin's hometown of Austin, Texas on AEW Rampage on Friday. They brought up their first meeting in the TNT title tournament, and Dustin, I always love a passionate Dustin Rhodes promo. Like, I know how you and Cash feel about him wrestling, but his promos is definitely the highlight of his game still to this day. What did you think?
He does cut great fiery promos. Yeah, I buy it. He comes across as a grizzled badass. At least half his face does. The other half looks fucking ridiculous. That aside, I can't believe we're trying to hype a Lance Archer Goldust match. This is fucking preposterous. Both of these guys are trying. Well, Goldust. Wait, what's Dustin Rhodes? Dustin Rhodes is over. Lance Archer has tried 4 different ways to get over now in AEW, and none of them worked. I don't know why we still try. Why? It's over. Can we move on?
It's because there's no like sustained story thread for Lance Archer. Like, he either is like a babyface who they hype up to lose to a heel champion, or he's a monster heel who they hype up to lose to a babyface champion. But there's no, and then like he's completely dropped for like a month. After he loses. Like, it's like if you still continued on like what you're doing with Adam Cole, where Adam Cole is still one of the more interesting characters, although he just lost the championship match at the pay-per-view. I need something like that for Lance, please.
I have a question. Is this the biggest, like, from his debut? Forget his debut. The fucking Jake promo with Cody, which I still love.
Yes, one of the best in AEW history.
Right? Is this the biggest just fucking failure in AEW? That promo to where Lance Archer is? I was gonna say now, but fucking 2 years at this point.
Yeah. I would say from like where he was and how everybody was excited with him coming in to where he is now. Yeah, it is the biggest fall of anybody in AEW. So
very sad. Very, very sad.
Is what it is. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see all the women's segments in a row, and I'm sad to say, I don't think any of them had any significant effort to be good. But we
No.
started off things with Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti are here for an in-ring promo. Tony, they say with Tony Schiavone, Sammy Guevara says he will always perform and show out regardless of being TNT champion or not. He talks about his style being worth it because of the people. Ty says, though, they want payback. She calls out Paige Van Sant, saying that she's going to get her ass kicked like she did her entire fighting career. This also brings out Dan Lambert, who interrupts with the Men of the Year and by his side. He brags about Ethan Page, Paige Van Sant, who's not here because Austin, Texas is a shit-stained town. His words, not mine. He says that the fans can pay for her OnlyFans page and learn why Orange Cassidy keeps his hands in his pockets. He also says that he brags about Scorpio Sky being TNT champion and him being a co-TNT champion. He then calls Ty Lucha Horace, which I did laugh. I'm not gonna front. I did laugh. Men of the Year leave. Sammy after Dan Lambert kisses the TNT championship. Sammy Guevara says he knows they have been living rent-free in Dan Lambert's head, but if he knew what him and Ty did with the title, he would know that they live in his mouth too now. Wow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Guevara confirms that he has in fact jizzed on the TNT championship. We then got on social media tweet from Ty first saying, "Enjoy your time cleaning the title." Hashtag AEW Dynamite. We then got a photo of Sammy and Ty with the TNT championship, basically confirming what he kind of bragged about, what he said about, and then just so you know, yes. Yes. What did you think about all this?
I don't ask for much, do I?
No, not really.
Here's what I would say. It is at this point in the show. It continues throughout the rest of the show. It was at this particular point in the show where I went. The reason my first word was exactly was because if you asked me why you know those memes where they say, "Are you this or that?" and the answer is yes. If you ask me if I love or hate AEW, my answer would be yes. Because it's things like this. The first hour is exactly why. They have an insane amount of talent, people who can talk their ass off, people who can wrestle their ass off. But if they don't have that talent to carry them, and instead dummy is left to right to his own devices, this is what happens. Or then the fucking Thunder Rose thing is what happens. That's what it looks like. What it looks like.
Don't worry, we're gonna get into that as well.
I can't think of one. Let's go to the basics, just the pure basics. I can't think of one super over babyface with a girlfriend off the top of my fucking head. I can't think of one.
A girlfriend.
Maybe Macho Man. We have to go back that far.
Macho Man, Tommy Dreamer in ECW.
Right now we're at fucking 25 years ago. It's been 25 years.
I mean, let me know in the chat who had like their girlfriend in their corner that was a over babyface or top babyface.
Shocking.
I just felt like they just said, you know what, we need to fill the Cody and Brandy role, and here's Sammy and Ty. And Sammy Guevara, who is well on his way to being one of the top babyface in this company, I think they just veered left here.
Yes, that was what? All of this was Mark Merrow Sable. No, Mark Merrow never got over ever.
No, sorry. That's wrong. That's definitely wrong.
Hot girlfriends are for heels. That's just how that works. And Sammy is a cunt. He might be a great guy in real life. I don't know. But he certainly comes across like a cunt on television. I thought, listen, Stone Cold Steve Austin teamed with Vince McMahon, he teamed with Triple H, he teamed with Kurt Angle, and it was still didn't work so much. They said, fuck, we need something. Let's put him with his hot wife. because these things aren't for baby faces. That's how that works. Sammy's all by himself, and you're gonna put him with his girlfriend, who also comes across, I won't use the word I use with Sammy, but not like the greatest person in the world. Like, what? I want to see Paige beat her face in. What is this?
Oh boy, it's like anything that could have went wrong here definitely did. Yes, this felt akin to this Dan Lambert Brandy Rose promo exchange, and it just seems like anytime Dan Lambert's on this show, we get the worst of the Attitude Era.
Yes. And listen, I love the Attitude Era. It's what I grew up watching, but I think we were forgetting that it actually worked because of the people in it, and not just because it was crazy shit being done.
And just in case, Sammy was unaware of the last person who admitted to jizzing on a championship belt, you have this meme of Brad Maddox. Brad Maddox filming them. So,
fucking Christ, that's hilarious.
I don't do the memes on this show, ladies and gentlemen, but I just show them.
They definitely feel like just replacing fucking Cody and Brandy. That's what it feels like. And it was supposed to be their spot. So fuck, you two are a couple, right? Get to it.
Yeah, pretty much. Savit saying that's Sammy with that promo with Sammy and Ty. Holy shit.
Yes, exactly.
Ninja Mortis saying worst babyface ever.
God
away.
Damn. Jesus.
Damn. CM saying Dan Lambert greater than.
He definitely came across the best in that promo.
He did. He definitely did here. We got Nick Jackson saying boo to this whole segment. I love Sammy, but come on. We also got CM who says Ty and Sammy are sick, especially given negative ones. Negative one is Ty's little brother.
I totally forgot about that.
I didn't even think about that. That is true.
Ugh, that's gross.
Lads, this may come as a shock to you, but I think they fuck.
Yes, they make sure we know. As he shows his top girlfriend.
Bro, with a great comment. Dan got that sauce all on his mouth.
But I love how the babyface decided to come on the TNT Championship, by the way.
Way to respect the title.
What? All right.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really? Nick Jackson saying that's exactly what I was saying, Sid. This is not good at all for Sammy's character. No.
Except it is. It would be a fantastic heel. He comes on the title. He's got his hot girlfriend. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's a piece of garbage, except he's a fucking babyface.
We got Andrew Ferguson saying Rusev, Lana, happy Rusev Day. They didn't push him, so he wasn't a top babyface. That's for damn sure. And when they put Lana back with him, it significantly ended his pop not being as loud as it once was when he was on his own doing Rusev Day. So I wouldn't put him in there. Goldust and Terry. Goldust was a heel, and he was a better heel than he was a babyface with Terry, so that wouldn't count either. You, my boy Blue, saying Dan Lambert equals biggest babyface in AEW.
Oh, he's definitely got a babyface at this point.
He definitely got babies on his face. Next we had a little quick back and forth vignette promo segment with two great promos from Swerve talking about his Rampage match with Ricky Starks for the FTW title, where Ricky Starks accepting the challenge. Swerve with a nice telling that he's going to take the FTW championship from Ricky, and Ricky says bring Keith Lee and he will bring Powerhouse Hobbs. Does this match make you want to watch Rampage this week?
It does. I don't like Swerve at all. As a character, I haven't seen him wrestle. Actually, did once. He was all right. I love this promo though. I thought this was the best. He felt like a star to me in this segment. And Ricky Starks cannot help but feel like a star. I don't even care who wins this match. Ricky Starks.
Yeah, that was the best. That's the best part of a match like this. It doesn't really matter who wins. I'm down for either winning at this point. After they both sounded good, they both felt like stars, and this feels like one of the bigger main events for Rampage in a few weeks.
It does. It fucking does. And it's all a fucking side story to fucking Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs. Let's go.
Poor Thunder Rosa. We'll get to that. Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet was actually next with Chris Statlander banned from ringside. This match was very short, and I'll be honest, it wasn't very good. It started off with a little quick brawl on the outside after Layla attacks Velvet during her entrance. Cool little Hurricane Rana spot off the steel steps by Red, and then puts Layla in the ring to officially start. Velvet hits the mix, which is our Trouble in Paradise kick, and Layla smartly though, after taking that, rolls to the outside, which Red kind of pushed her to the outside. It was weird. But then Layla grabs the turnbuckle, but learns from her mistake from Rampage. She gets one out to show, and then has another stuck into her trunks, and lets the referee take the first one, then nails Red Velvet with the second one. Post-match, it was the dark Chris Statlander who came out and made the save for Red Velvet as Layla Hirsch put on a cross arm breaker. Any comments on this match here?
We're not Black History Month anymore, so can we just admit Red Velvet stinks? Like, why are we still like doing it to ourselves? And to be fair, Layla Hirsch ain't much better. I get it. She's a badass in real life. This ain't real life. So what do I give a fuck? She ain't much better. I only cared about Statlander in this. And the fact that all she did was paint some other shit on her face instead of the shit she had before. I thought it was going to be, I told you, I was hyped when they showed her wife into her face. I was like, okay, a serious Statlander. I'm here for it. Boo.
Yeah, they immediately bring her out on Rampage, and then here it just, no.
How does this even happen? No. How do we go from what we started on the show to these last two segments?
Oh, it's gonna get worse. But first we got a little bright spot. It was too quick to be a major bright spot, but a little bright spot as always. Jade Cargill backstage with Smart Mark Sterling. She talks about that she needs money falling from the ceiling when she becomes 30-0. Needs her celebration to be better than what's her name from last week. She also needs some exotic dancers. I love Jade. She's just so great.
She is, and she feels more and more comfortable in front of the mic. This worked for me. I don't know what they're building to. She took a little shot at Thunder Rosa in there. I hope they fucking combine these titles, which would be great for everybody.
I wouldn't say that, but I think that's gonna
be. Oh no, we don't need two belts. You can't even do one belt right. You can't do the division right. Get out of here.
We need two belts, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of Thunder Rosa and her victory, it was a championship celebration, or at least it was billed at that. For Thunder Rosa, after winning the AEW Women's World Championship, she came out on stage showing off her new gold. But before she could say anything, we got excuse me. Vicky Guerrero interrupts Thunder Rosa, accuses her of being a fake Texan with a green card. Yeah. That's what I needed here. Nyla Rose attacks Thunder Rosa from behind to stake her claim as the first challenger for Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa barely got a sentence out during this whole segment. And I am just going to say it here, say it clear, say it loud. Fuck you, Tony Khan. This is not how you kick off the Thunder Rosa era. You don't go backwards and go to the same first challenger that every AEW Women's World Champion has beaten. Rio beat her to win the title. Then she was the champion. Then Sheeta beat her for the title, then had to verse her again at Full Gear. Then you gave her the first title shot at Britt Baker when Britt Baker needed to go against a babyface to continue being a heel, and you gave her Nyla Rose for some reason. And now, where it makes sense, because I said it last week, I brought Nyla up. She has a victory over Thunder Rosa. So it makes sense. But there was 5,000 other ways to get here besides this. And I am just so frustrated that you are just doing the same old shit. I'm done with the excuses. I'm done with people saying, oh no, the roster is too green. No, you have motherfucking Thunder Rosa. You have Dr. Britt Baker. You have Serena Deeb. You have Hikaru Shida. You got Jamie Hayter. You got Chris Statlander. These are all great women's wrestlers that I would put in my top 10, top 15 female wrestlers in the entire world. And you just continue to book this division horribly. And it feels like we are going back on the route. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, had arguably the best women's title reign in history. But the one nitpick that I agree with is that it felt like she always had a challenger of the month. She never had a real feud for it. And it seems like we're going down the same route again. Tony Khan, fuck you 2 times to Tuesday.
All it took was a love for Thunder Rosa to bring that out, huh? I'm here for it. Good Lord, I don't really have much to say. It was awful. I was shocked. I was shocked when not Nyla, just her being interrupted. I was like, this is a big moment. This is your second. This is the Rock to your Austin. You did it once. Now you're about to do it again. You've got a second star, and they don't even let her fucking talk. Forget a celebration. I can't get a word out, and I'm interrupted by Vicky Guerrero with this gimmick from 15 years ago. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I get. You know what this feels like? You remember it was like a 5-year stretch, 2002 to 2007, where Triple H would lose the belt, and whoever had the belt then, it felt like they were just holding it. It just been a while. Anyway, just holding it until the inevitable happens. I get it. I love Bill Baker, but we did that, and Thunder Rosa is her equivalent at the very least. Why are we not? Ugh. These 3 segments in a row, without talent to hold them up, this is what Tony Khan's writing looks like. I don't want to hear it.
Let Kenny, let Dustin, let someone else book this women's division, because I'm sick of the excuses. I'm sick of the lazy. This was just lazy. I said on Believe, I don't even think it was bad. It was just very lazy and rushed. Literally, Vicky couldn't even get her last line out before you cut to commercial. It was just, oh my God. And the segment in a nutshell, I can make this better. You only had 3 minutes to get this done. Guess what you should have done? It should have been Rebel in Vicky's position, saying you didn't really beat Britt Baker, and then Jamie Hayter attacks Thunder Rosa from behind. So at least we get a continuation of what we already started with Britt and Thunder. So,
yes. Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. I am. And what the fuck is Vicky even talking about? The Mexican thing? She JBL now? What is this?
Your husband. Your husband's from Mexico. What are you talking about?
This is so weird.
Their family's from Mexico and came to El Paso. What are you talking about?
Such a fucking weird choice. He's just an idiot. Sorry.
Oh my God. I'm just over it. I'm just come on. Please try. Just try with the women's division. That's all I'm asking. Just try.
How about we do this? We cut Velvet and fucking what's it based? Layla Hirsch. We get an actual fucking Thunder Rosa celebration. At least we don't have to fucking.
Wait, we didn't even get a video package of last week. Last week was so important. We didn't even get a video package.
It was a steel cage match.
We couldn't get 30 seconds of a recap of what happened last week.
Dude, it was terrible. I'm sorry. You just had Minnie's bad at this job.
Oh my God. I'm just and then Britt Baker on social media saying, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Vicky just saved you all. Only thing worse than Vicky's voice is a Thunder Rosa promo.
I don't know why that made me laugh. Maybe because I was so mad. And then it was just yeah, nice save.
Oh man. Yeah, I apologize to anyone who wasn't expecting me to be as heated. Well, you should have expected me to be that heated. You saw how happy I was last week. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. So we got got a couple of comments that we got to highlight here. We got DJ Eric, who says, how can we get Jimmy Macram to watch night 1 or 2 of Mania, since we know Ness will fall asleep earlier in the night?
Well, night 2, is that where Banks and not Banks, Bianca and Becky is?
No, that's night 1.
Sorry. I know they got Roman and Brock, and I just don't care.
The night 2 lineup looks horrible right now. Like, it does not look good. Night 1 is the superior night at this point. We got EBB says, I was watching in the morning and was skipping through the ad breaks on Fight, missed the entire Thunder Rosa segment completely. How long was it? It was like 3 minutes. It was just horrible use of time. Like, how do you time out in Thunder Rosa's segment? You just piss off like that. We got you, my boy Blue, saying the Thunder Rosa segment pissed me the fuck off.
Yes, it should.
Preaching to the choir here. Frantic World bringing up who he thinks is going to be the next challenger for Jay Cargill, saying Athena, aka Ember Moon. So that's a good one. I would love that.
I'm not be mad at that. I don't know. Ugh.
You're signing all these male talent. You got a bunch of great female talent out there. You got Athena, you got Mia Yim, you got Talia Valkyrie, you got Toni Storm, who just made $10,000 on OnlyFans in an hour. She's a draw. So get them, sign them to AEW. Come on, get it together. Like, oh, shit, man, that's just like, Nick Jackson saying facts said, fuck TK. I can't even let Thunder Rosa have a decent celebration.
Forget a celebration. She could just talk. Got a promo for fucking a minute.
Like, please let her get more than a sentence out. Like, that was barely a sentence. Let me get more than a sentence next time. We also got EBB says they're booking the division like this for the past year. I could accuse them of their first 18 months with the talent available. Since All Out, there is no excuse. Make the division feel important. 100% there. We also got EBB saying finally SP3 spitting facts about the division. Yeah, I mean, it's just poor. And then exactly, Harlem. But Nyla, in a nutshell, Nyla does not need Vicky Guerrero. If you go on her social media, she cut a promo right after Dynamite. That was great. She does not need Vicky. We don't need this act from 15 years ago.
I told you guys that when it first happened. That Nyla's fantastic. She's hilarious. Every time she drops a bitch or a motherfucker or whatever the fuck she says, it's hilarious.
It's frustrating. You, my boy Blue says, I saw SP3's tweet before I watched the show. When I heard Vicky's voice, I was like, here we go with that bullshit again.
That's hilarious. No.
Lovely stuff. And yes, a bunch of people cheering for me after that rant. I appreciate that. I'm getting the Jim. I'm getting the Jimmy Macram pop here. I like it.
Hey, who has an OnlyFans? I'm sorry, I got distracted. So OnlyFans. She's on
Tony Storm. Tony Storm has OnlyFans.
Oh, I thought that's not legit. Sorry, y'all. Apparently it was Photoshop. Sorry to disappoint. Better be disappointed now than to look for it and not be there. I'll spend $10 on a fake site.
There you go. EVP saying SP3 finally seeing the truth about the division now that Rosa is the champion. Welcome, my son. They never fucking try. Sheeta was in the crowd for most of hers. Britt didn't even get feuds. Yeah, this is true. This is all true.
So the one feud you had, you didn't give me a video packaging when Thunder Rosa finally wins? What the fuck? Oh my god.
Yes, and DJ Erickson, SP316, says, fuck you, Tony Khan. Pretty much. That's how I feel. After that. That was ridiculous. Then finally we had our main event of the evening. It was the Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia versus the Dark Orders, John Silva and Alex Reynolds. Matt Renwald during the entrance said once again, he says that the people don't appreciate Jericho for being able to sing Judas. Silver does a nice little come on baby early on in this matchup on Jericho after he taught Tungi to start the match. Silver and Reynolds hit a suicide tope suicida suplex combo on Jericho early on after Jericho fakes runs into the steel steps. 5 and 10 of the Dark Order are ejected from ringside. Smart little move there. During the break, JAS isolates Reynolds. Reynolds eventually catches Jericho with a drop kick when he comes off the top rope. Then we get the John Silver portion of this matchup where he runs wild. Great hot tag. He hits a smooth Hurricane Rana on Hager that looked like Hager was about to powerbomb him. Then he hits a missile drop kick on Jericho on the inside. Jericho hits the code breaker for a near fall, but then Reynolds makes the tag. They hit their rapid fire offense on Garcia for a near fall. With Aubrey distracted with Garcia, Hager catches Silver on a dive and slams him onto the floor. Garcia distracts Aubrey again, leading to Jericho nailing Reynolds with Floyd the Bat, say that 5 times fast, and then Garcia locks on Red Death for the submission win to give the Jericho Appreciation Society the win to close Dynamite here. What did you think about this tag team matchup?
This was fine. It'd be even better in the middle of the show.
Yes.
What? I thought for sure we were getting Kingston coming out or somebody. I was like,
yeah. I was like, this better be a spot to highlight Kingston and Santana Ortiz returning, but no,
it's just Red Death picking up the win, and then they all pose. I guess we'll see if it worked. I assume this is I'm gonna say a ratings grab. That sounds more devious than it is, but Jericho's a big star. So I guess you want him in the main event. We'll see if it worked.
I would have put the Hardys 8-man tornado tag in this main event spot. It would have made the show that much better, in my opinion.
Same, agreed. Because while I was the good on this show far outweighed the bad. There was so much bad in a row, and towards the end, nevertheless, I gotta be honest, I'm feeling kind of down about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, after the Thunder Rosa segment, I'm just like, that dropped my score. This was like a 9, 10 out of 10, like an hour and 20, 30 minutes in. And then when they got to that once the Dan Lambert, Sammy and Ty segment happened, this went downhill. And even the main event, which I thought was a solid main event in a vacuum, it wasn't enough to kind of save this final 40 minutes of the show.
Agreed in its entirety. That is shocking. I can't, maybe, no, I can't think of an excuse. I got nothing. That's shocking.
We got CM who says, I mean, it's almost like Swole was right.
I mean, I hate to knock Big Swole, but Black History Month is over. So I will say this. She should probably not push her luck.
EVP agreeing with me, saying just needed to swap this with the tornado tag, and it would have been great. The first hour was insane. Yeah, the first hour, like I said, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 type of first hour. And then I don't know what they were thinking the last 40 minutes of the show.
It's so good. That first hour was so fucking good.
Thank you, Tom Talks Rubbish. Check out his channel. He does great interviews with a bunch of wrestling media, and he's interviewed me in the past. Thank you, Tom, for joining us in the live chat, super chat donation there, saying big love to you both. We appreciate it. And I needed that after getting so upset.
Poor Thunder.
Will Chisholm says, SP3, I felt for you. My wife feeling the same way about the women's. Yeah.
That is it's just shocking. It's like he fucking, you have you ever like run like a race or something? Once you hit the finish line, it's just like, I don't feel like doing anything. That's what it felt like. He did the cage match. He was like, oh, thank God. Done with that nonsense. Bitches.
He's like,
right?
He's like, now I don't have to care. So let's wrap this up here, Jimmy. Put your thumbs in the middle. What did you give it for the March 23rd, 2022 edition of AEW Dynamite from Austin, Texas in 3, 2, 1? It's like a very slow thumbs up. Very, very begrudgingly thumbs up. Out of 10, what did you give the show?
7, and I want to give it a half. It's because it's not just an hour. It's good. It's like an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes.
Because Lethal and Adam Cole was in that second hour as well.
Yeah. 7.5. I'll go.
This might be well, it's been a while at least. I'm in total agreement with you. 7.5 out
Hey.
of 10. Like this was like a 9 out of 10 home run type of first hour. Even the first 20 minutes of the second hour, it was still on that trajectory. And then Sammy and Tay entered the ring, and I don't know what happened. But what did you give the match of the night, Jimmy?
Oh, that 8-man tag, even with Sting's botch finish, which we glossed over because he's 63 years old.
It's totally fine. It's like you did all of that during that match. I'm okay with you botching the finish.
Yeah, 8-man tag, definitely. Not definitely, because there's a couple good ones, but I'll go with that one.
I'm gonna go with Harwood and Punk. I'm gonna go with the opener. I'm gonna go with the opener for my match of the night for sure. We got Negro Buck with his MVP saying MJF LVP Tony Khan.
Not mad at that at all.
Who's your LVP on
Tony
this
Khan.
show? Tony, yes, we are in agreement. We are in agreement. LVP is Tony Khan. Now we got to change this to why does Jimmy Macram and SP3 hate me? Because you don't know how to book a women's division, sir. Learn, please, or hire someone that can. Hire a woman, preferably. Maybe Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa books a whole entire women's promotion. Let her book the division.
Seriously, what's the issue here? I know you don't want to give up control because
you're a control freak. Yeah,
but yeah, come on. At least the women's division.
Negro Buck saying the 8-man tag for his match of the night. Simon Sammy Joe saying 8 out of 10. Tom Talks Rubbish once again with another super chat donation. Thank you so much, good brother. Saying our interview is now live, by the way, SP3. So go over to his YouTube channel. You can click on his channel, check it out. Check out my interview with him. Talk about the origin story of True Heel Heat and a bunch of other great stuff. So definitely check that out. DJ Eric agreeing with us, saying MVP, MJF, LVP. Fuck you, Tony Khan. Who's your MVP, Jimmy?
Shit. I'm going to go with MJF. I was thinking about it, but fucking dropping a Jesus, I'm going to hang you like Jesus chant right in the middle of that. That's just fantastic.
Fantastic. EBB saying MVP Sting. My man is 63 years old.
We're not giving lifetime achievements awards here. We're not grading on a curve.
His LVP is women's division booking. Absolutely. MVP, Jimmy.
MVP?
Yeah, who's your MVP?
MJF. Jesus.
Shoot. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry. This man jumped off a building. He jumped off a ledge of a building in his second match in the goddamn promotion. Like I'm giving it to Jeffrey Nero Hardy is my MVP.
He should have got ready to do it and then walked down and left because fuck it, I'm done with my part.
But that brings us to an end on our MVP LVP match of the night for AEW Dynamite this week. Jimmy, let the people know where they can find you on social media, your YouTube channel, all the great stuff you got going on, brother.
At Jimmy Macram on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. We just watched Ozark 4x4 where Wendy lost her fucking mind. It was awesome. And we'll watch it 5 soon. We're almost going to catch up before this new season starts.
Yes, we're going to get it done before April and the part 2 begins for sure. We got me. You can find me on the Twitter machine at True Heel SP3. Bunch of great content coming up on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. You got Blunt Impact later on tonight with the fellas Chris G and Ness doing the watch along of Impact on Access TV. A whole huge lineup of True Heel Heat content, which we will announce this Saturday on True Heel Heat 168 at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time. Myself, Miss Christy Love, will be there to discuss the latest in wrestling news and preview the week that will be WrestleMania week with a whole bunch of great True Heel Heat content. You can follow the gang Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at True Heel Heat. Also, become a Patreon backer today, patreon.com/True Heel Heat, because this Saturday, True Heel Heat 168, we will announce what special we got going on for WrestleMania week for our Patreon backers. So it's a great time to become a part of the movement. $3 a month for more exclusive content, the True Heel Heat Prediction Championship, and to support us in the best way possible. Last call for comments here. We got Good show from Nick Jackson saying, good show as always. Everyone take it easy. We got a question from Frantic World. Did I watch Triple Mania 30 card yet? Oh, did I see it? Yes, I did, with Young Bucks versus, I believe, Vikingo and Laredo Kid, I believe. That's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see that. So definitely, I might have to check out that for sure. And then you got Frantic World saying, good live stream, guys. See you on the next one. Yes, we will. We will see you next Thursday right here, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me over on the Fightful Overbook YouTube channel. I'm going to be joining Will Washington for Day After Dynamite so I can further eviscerate Tony Khan for his booking of Thunder Rosa's first night of AEW Women's World Champion. So for Jimmy Macram, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been AEWramble episode 35, The Agony and the Ecstasy. We are signing off until next time.